Welcome back everybody to the MinMax challenge, sponsored by Jeff Keighley's No Game Awards hangover. Unfortunately, there was no game released this year. Better luck next time, I guess. Two things before we start with Urban Nightmare. One, I kinda forgot to put in the red shoes fight, and I looked at my footage and I just don't have any of it. I remember doing it, so here's my artistic rendition of that. Whoosh, click, tap, tap, slash pierce blunt, slash pierce blunt. Second of all, what the hell did I call the Kurokuro clan last video? I'd like to go for the Kurokuro clan first, because Kurokuro clan. Yeah, okay man. Anyway, Urban Nightmare. For every Ruina player that is worth their own salt, they can just easily meme on Urban Nightmare. But for this challenge, there are some fights that seem daunting, to put it lightly. Out of the initial fights, we have the Sweepers with a page that effectively has 10 dice, Yujin with a 4 rolling boundary of death, the Circus, which can snowball out of control pretty hard, and then there's the Gauntlet of just blunt dice, oh my god. I choose none of these options, and instead just opt out to snag a puppet and a sweeper. So for some reason, the regular puppet just drops all the really good combat pages, and the sweepers give me some okay combat pages and the best battle symbol in the game. Hooray! There is a 0% chance that I'm able to beat any of these at my current state, so instead I invite John Power Creep to the library. Bamboo-Headed Kim is not a book that you can obtain in Ruina. It is a Limbus ID that they put in Ruina for some reason. His fight is as dramatic as a full stop fight gets, so let's just move on. The best part about him is that he just comes with 2 slash die power. Just like that. He also comes with Singular Strike, a passive which I swear to god only half of you properly understand, so here's a rundown. This is a legal page for Singular Strike. This is not. This is a legal page for Singular Strike. This is not. So yeah, having 4 innate power is pretty strong. So strong in fact that I bundle up all my power onto him and fight the Queen of Hatred and get my ass kicked instantly because oh my god did I underestimate this chapter. If you spot me make any questionable play or clash that I just shouldn't have taken in the first place, then just attribute that to my monkey brain still thinking that I'm just playing regular Urban Nightmare and I cannot conceive the idea of the enemies possibly max rolling. Oh yeah, and also Yield My Flesh. Losing Yield My Flesh adds Claim Their Bones to my deck. A 5 cost that is extremely handy, but also extremely bulky. The power seems pretty impressive, but I've only ever used it once during my entire stay in Urban Nightmare. Hi from Star of the City, by the way. On Kim himself, I run a horribly unoptimized deck that I didn't bother updating until the very end of Urban Nightmare 2, so yeah, have fun. I get a bit of a feel for him, how he performs in this challenge in the circus fight, and I get my ass beat anyway. After getting my ass beat some more, I come to the conclusion that Yujin might just be my best bet at anything, really. So yeah, Yujin. God, you guys really overvalue Yujin, you know that? Behold, a fucking basic game mechanic. Plus, Boundary of Death comes out so early that, at worst, some guy gets staggered. The real threat is that Kitsuna gets out of control and I just cannot win any clashes anymore. Anyway, I'm just tired of reading about Yujin or looking at her face. Dem, you take over. I'll be just taking a nap. I hate Jeff Keighley so much.
I just woke up so I can do my best Shi picture impression. When it comes to Yujin, for me personally, I believe she's the second worst thing to happen to Ruina due to the insistence of people thinking that she's actually hard or better than what she actually is, especially for a challenge like this. That's besides the point though. Let's talk about Boundary of Death. More specifically, its odds. The chance to roll Boundary Depth starts at 25%. Duh. With the manipulative odds from Purple Tier, it doesn't suddenly raise the chance to 50% because manipulative odds just gives you a 25% to re-roll the dice, and there's now a 50% chance to fill that roll. Adding 12 fixtures in the mix wouldn't help this much either, because while 12 pixels can guarantee the better death proc, it only becomes a 50-50 again at emotion level 3. This is to say, stop blazing Boundary of Death. There's so many other more interesting key pages and cards in this game. Like for example, Kim. I love Kim. I love Blade Lineage. Same with the Kurokumo clan as well. Cleanup, well, not Cleanup, it's the one that gives Slash Dice more power. I like that card. I like Seo. I don't like Yujin. I don't like well, I do like Shi Association. I just hate Yujin. There was a time where, during the Diatmos development, we had a designer who was still balancing around Yujin even though that we were post-game. That really got my nerves. I don't like Boundary of Death. I don't like how people glaze it. That being said, Ty, please let me see my family again.
Oh wow, demonic, that was so terrible that I got sick. Anyway, do you see what I mean when I say I fucking hate that guy? He will look you straight in the eyes and tell you that Slashy McSlash face is a more appealing key page than Eugene. I make a quick visit to the Shi Association, trying to get Millionaire, but the regular grunts don't drop it, and then I got lazy and I didn't want to do the entire fight. I also make a hit and run on the smiling faces, and now I have access to smoke. And now I will deal something that could be mistaken as a damage. I then just build some decks that combine Kizuna and Rembrandts from the carnival, and they work pretty good. You wanna know the funny part about ranged pages on enemies? If you're using ranged pages, you go first regardless of speed. I hope when one day this game comes out of early access, I hope they fix that, because that seems kind of broken. As for Abno pages, the only one that really matters is Friend. Gives you a neat 2 to 4 power on a selected combat page. Surprise Gift is like a page that's in the game, and it only works on like half the enemies. It also has to compete with all of this, just for reference. I don't know how Funny Prank works in this challenge, and I am scared to find out. I'd rather just ignore this page's existence entirely. Also, in case you were wondering, no, shooting up Queen of Hatred doesn't work. After I'm done shooting up the preschool, I go back to the circus, like all normal people would do. This time with my awesome Kizuna Rembrandts deck. I know about this because the speedrun does it. And I don't actually know anything else about how the speedrun does it. But the gist of it is that you sacrifice a pawn to Satan, and in return he will give you 3 strength and 1 endurance if you're using Kizuna. This is very good, because it means that I can give power to everybody. My issue with previous attempts was this, that I only could get one guy to roll really high. But now everybody rolls about okay-ish. So, yeah. This doesn't make this fight easy, but it makes it more bearable. Anyway, I want to talk about Red Shoe's Abno pages, because I have some free space to talk about it now. Glitter is kind of like Big Eyes at Home. It's definitely worse than just Look of the Day in every aspect, but it is power gain, so it's not that bad. Obsession is kind of like a very gimmicky page. I'm not really utilizing the bleed functionality of this floor at all, because power gain is just much more important to me, but it can come in handy as an alternative victory condition for me. So I'll take it. Axe is just good for Kim and Seo. Yeah, and that's all I can really say about them. They're all just really good. What can I say? You've heard of putting slash on the slash guy and pierce on the pierce guy, but now get ready for blunt on the blunt guy. In hindsight, it's kind of insane that basic color matching was the strategic gameplay that PM was aiming for. Twice. Okay, I swear I'm done with the PM slander for the rest of the video. Emma's key page is kind of insane. Blunt bonus, additional power on all the good pages, and I can slap Rembrandts on there. Another blunt. Yeah, this is good. Before you cricket people comment anything about running deep drag on the Smiling Faces fight, I'll have you know that this was just to scout the fight, and then I accidentally end up winning. Whoops. Anyway, this is like my best feat ever in the game, so have fun. After experimenting a bit with the sweeper, I do have a battle plan now. But it's gonna require us to beat this guy first. I sure hope you like stall, because there's gonna be plenty of it. As team composition for this fight goes, we're just gonna use another Rembrandt's team. I also gave Yujin a stabby McStab face deck with Veg. I actually play into her light recovery passive by using tailoring. I am actually very happy with the result. Performs really just like a second Kim at that point. The main reason why I'm gonna stall really hard is because I want to get a meal at some point. The important part is going to be that my nuggets have enough HP so they survive Philip's laser show. Usually I'd get the Philip guy to talk, but he felt sleepy. Can we get an F for Philip guy? Die values aren't displayed correctly on mass individuals. I promised to not do any PM slander this video anymore, so I just had to let the horse out. Anyway, this wraps up the first half of Urban Nightmare. As you can see, the video is already pretty long and there's still plenty of fights to go through. So, yeah, I'm sick. I need to end the recording here, otherwise I'll just die. Like and subscribe or whatever you kids do these days. I just be there when I fight the W Corp crew, man. You want to see that. But as always, I'll see you next time. Bye.